Welcome back. Well, Ross joins us now. So a pretty cold start to the new year.
Yeah, surprisingly, I think the weather's New Year's resolution was to actually stick to its roots. So it's definitely cold out there right now. Temperatures are dropping into the 30s. We're at 33 right now in Zanesville, and you can see it was a pretty dry day today. Dew points are relatively low, so not really much going on as far as precipitation is concerned with. We did have some clouds throughout earlier today, but not too much rain or snow in the forecast. But we do have this clipper off into the parts north of the Great Lakes. It's going to be pushing itself off into the east, and it's actually going to be bringing a cold front down into the area as we go into Monday and Tuesday. So temperatures will be dropping pretty low as we go into next week. But again, looking at our coverage for tonight, not going to see any clouds in the forecast. It's going to be pretty cool out there. Looking at temperatures across the area, 34 up in New Philadelphia, 33 in Coshocton, 33 here in Zanesville. Now looking at a state's point of view, definitely a fair agreement as far as temperatures, all in the lower 30s, and it's going to be pretty consistent throughout tonight as far as the lows are concerned with too. Looking at the wind chill values though, we don't really have a strong wind present, but we're going to be seeing temperatures feel a lot cooler at 26 now with just a 4-mile-per-hour wind. So cooling things down quite a bit. 22 in Mount Vernon is what it's going to feel like out there. Now looking at your wind chill forecast for the next 24 hours, it's going to feel like as we go through here for the next 24 hours, we're not really going to break into the upper 20s. So it's going to be feeling well below freezing throughout the day tomorrow, and then by Sunday night, it's actually going to start to drop even more as we go into Sunday night into Monday morning. So a cold weekend in store for us and a cold beginning of the first week. Here's a look at the jet stream. I'll step aside here so you can see we do have some cold air that's present in the area. And as we go through, this is a week time lapse. And we do have some colder air creeping in early next week, but then we're going to see some milder air make its way back up. Temperatures will be in the 40s for the most part as we go into next weekend, but you can see off in the parts of the Midwest do have a surge of some colder air returning to the area. So it looks like we're going to have a little bit of a break from this cold weather as we approach next weekend, but things are going to be returning to normal as we go into next week. So looking at your precision forecast for tonight, like I mentioned, not going to see any clouds during the night, but in the morning around sunrise, you're going to start to see some low-level clouds creeping into the area, and you can see some lake effect snow in parts of Erie, Pennsylvania, parts of New York towards Buffalo, and Cleveland. You'll see some snow showers throughout your morning, but we really won't be seeing any flurries. We might see a tad bit of a flurry here or there in the morning. But as we go into midnight, Monday, we're going to start to see better chances of some snow flurries. Now, these bands that are making their way through across the area are fairly narrow, and it's really hard to pinpoint exactly where they're going to be at. So we're going to have mainly scattered flurries in the forecast. Not going to see any snowfall that's going to be really measurable, maybe a ½ inch at some places, but it's going to be a light dusting overall. So looking at our forecast for tonight, 25 degrees is your low, so a cold night is in store. Taking a look at your day planner for your Sunday, I'm going to start off at 26, but it's going to feel like it's 17, so it's going to be a cold morning. And then as we go through your day on Sunday, it's going to be 31 degrees by noon and then 33 by 4 p.m., but still going to feel like it's in the 20s. So definitely a cold day in store for us. We'll see chances of some snow into the area late Sunday night, but more so early morning on Monday. But then we'll be clearing back up as we go into next week. I'll have more on that, and I'll have my complete 7-day forecast when we return.